21.
Freedom speaks
The game longer. Let's go.
a 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Lucky.
Hey, Haywood. Get up.
Ryan. Ebron's got it. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Hey, Tuesday.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown, Chicago.
D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Ready? You ready?
Mike, 58, right there. It's going to be a long day.
Whoa.
It's going to be a long day. He's crashing. He's checking out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from the season ago, it's Derrick Henry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. That's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
57's mine. I know he ain't got it.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. He's got Evans. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Ready.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
Back to the ground now, it's Henry. And only able to get two here, stopped at the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
You ain't going nowhere. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Hey, kill.
58's the money.
Protein spill.
Henry running right. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Check.
At the 1-yard line.
Undercrook. You're good. I four. Ready. Ready, tackle.
On second down now, it's Henry. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, they got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Hey, 59, ready. 58.
Watch the shot. Check 3.
Check.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Taron Johnson made the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, check. He's checking.
Play action. It's Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
57's the Mike. Mark 57. I got one.
Hey, easy.
57's Mike. Mark 57.
I smell fear in it.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds Howard complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
57's the Mike. 57. Here we go.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it. From 55 yards away, that was never in doubt. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 39, Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A first down carry for Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. On the ground, it's Eckler. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Second and goal from inside the 5. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go!
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
It'll go as a 9-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hey, 25! Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Out. Check out 3. Check 3. Hey, Tuesday. Let him go.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Yellow waiting, yellow waiting. Easy, opposite. 57 to Mike. 57.
On second down, Eckler. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Here we go. 57 Mike. Mike 57. Over. You can't block me. Check. 11.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Ready. Yellow lady. 57 to Mike. Easy, opposite. Hey, easy. Check nine.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is caught by Evans. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
At the 34-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Throwing now is Breeze. He completes it to Evans. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 32 that time. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here. Kill.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Bailey got the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go. On the return, the Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ready, like 25. Let's make these 21.
They go counter with Breida. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, check. Minus 50. Got it. I got you, son. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he connects with Ebron. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
Shot. 51. Check.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Redskins scoop it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. And the busy night for Henry continues. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the Bears' 42-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You can't block me.
Hey, easy. Kill.
To throw, it's Breeze. Aaron missed. It's caught at the 10.
With the score, Redskins 24, Bears 7.
3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
You got tight right there. Slam.
Derrick Henry. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 4-yard line.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield.
Opposite. Tighten up.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Kill! 80 weapon. Ready, catch.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what are you, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
26-yard line.
Ready, blue 80. That's 25. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. All day, baby. All day. All right, 25 tonight.
Now Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Now Ryan. The open man is Westbrook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now it's Ryan. Ebron with it over the middle. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Ryan now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Again, Ryan. He completes it to Westbrook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Ryan going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return. But I don't think they care. They've got the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
17 yards that time and a Washington first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
25, check 25, check 25. Under. Showing that.
This is Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
You ready? 58, come on. Hey, here we go, here we go. 58, boys, 58. Good night.
Throwing on 2nd down. Breeze. And caught by Henry. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Ready? We're waiting. Let's go, D. Quick, cut. 58 is a mic. 11. See me in your nightmares, son. Quick, cut.
Now Breeze. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Mike 52. Mike 52. Cut. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Catch it.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Here's Ryan to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's our time, guys.
Breeze now to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Henry. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Ready? 5-8.
Again, it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, easy. I'm coming. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. 57. Mike.
Now Breeze. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. He's got a first down past the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! Matt Breida, 84 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Matt Ryanell breaks the huddle. His guys will go for 2.
Get that ball. Kill.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Down 2 scores, out of timeouts, a must recover if they're going to have any shot. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Ready. 95, 56. Rip right. Check the backer.
On the counter, it's Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run it again with Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Silver. Kill. We got double up.
Now a handoff looking right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game, but these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a
that's
little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad.